Meno was brought in, and I liked what he did. I liked the way he was deployed, like the way he carried himself, because he was a little bit more aggressive, more forward, and added numbers in the opponent's box, and that gave England some allowance and some ability to create chances and got the goal that they got. This time around he started and he played a little bit more conservative, went back to the Gary Southgate mentality, and we saw what the young man was wasting in that. Transit TV, welcome back again to our Hero Studios. Again today by myself, my brother Ugum is out there with the family having some children's party. You know, it's summer. We here in the United States, we don't mess around with the summer. Today we saw some two very important and somehow relative games, and I had to just do something on this one. A lot of people that had English fans are saying after today's games, after all, Spain as well went behind. If you remember, England were 1 goal down against Slovakia. It was only 3 minutes out of the 6 stoppage minutes that was added. Jude Bellingham came up with a very spectacular equalizer, and the first minute or so into the extra time, Harry Kane got the winner. Spain, you remember, the 18th minute went down 1 goal against Georgia through an own goal, a game they eventually won 4-1. And some English fans are beginning to say, why are people on Gary Southgate's back? After all, Spain as well, football is no longer a respecter of names. Yeah, I understand that. I get that. I am an ardent, a massive, diehard English national team fan. Not because, and mainly because there are so many players there that I love. Naturally, as an Arsenal fan, of course, you know I like Bukayo Saka, but there are so many other players in that team, especially for this time out, that I really like. Talk about Gehi, who has impressed me so much. Phil Foden is a player that I love a lot. Palmer is very scintillating. Meno, if you are a watcher, a constant visitor to this channel, you will know that I love Kobe Menu so much. And so many other players there as well. Declan Rice, of course, is a player that I massively love and I like to support. Ivan Toney. There are so many players out there. But truth be told, there is something massively wrong in that team. I love Gary Southgate as well. I respect what he has achieved, but technically, what this English national team has shown this summer is that coaching is a big deal. A lot of people have spoken about Pep Guardiola, that he only goes where there is money, where he can buy players. Yes, he can have those players, but if you don't know what to do with them, I guarantee you, your fans will end up like English fans this summer. And watching Spain after that game even went further to support this view that coaching is everything. Gary Southgate has an array of talent, stars all around the camp, the English camp in this summer, but somehow this team is not firing. And I only put it down to coaching, to mentality, to philosophy. Gary Southgate has achieved what he has achieved with English national team, being conservative. He has always tried not to lose games and somehow relied on individual brilliance from some of his players, like Harry Kane and Bukayo Saka, to win him games. And this summer, it has become very, very difficult. Though they are still in the tournament anyways, so England can still win it if he is ready to make some adjustments and play to the strengths of these players. And this is what I want to talk about today, because, like I said, England is still in the tournament. They are still in it. They can still win it. One, because they have the talent, they have the quality to win it. They can go toe to toe with Spain and Germany if they are ready to unleash themselves. As a Wenger used to say, sometimes players play with their handbrake on. So if they are going to play with their handbrake on, then they have no chance. But if this team can play the way they can play, I guarantee you that England can still do something to them. And there are things that needs to be done. What are they? From what we have seen so far in this tournament, there are so many players in that team, a few players in that team that for me should not be starting the next game. Not because they are bad, but somehow things have not gone their way. Either they have personal issues, or they have fitness issues, or the philosophy of the coach, they don't agree with it, so somehow it's affecting them emotionally or mentally. I don't know what it is, but some of these players need to be benched in the next game. That doesn't mean they should not start, but they should not play at all, but they shouldn't start. And this idea of Gary Southgate leaving substitutions very late, he needs to adjust that as well. Southgate allow these players to play in their, borrow a leaf from Nagelsmann, the German national team coach. This guy, what he has done, he has just been smart by playing his players the way they have thrived in their clubs. Because these players just came out from the season. They didn't even have 2 weeks before the tournament started. So you can't just reformat their mentality all of a sudden and expect them to give you a result. Allow them to play the way they have been playing. All these players that you selected, we are chosen by or based on current form, which you have not done in the past. You have always relied on players that have done good for the national team. So this time around, you went for form. Then why you trying to reformat the mentality of these players? It's not going to work. The time is too sudden. You don't have too much time with them to do that. And I'm going to start with John Stones. There is something about John Stones. I know if you look at it in the ordinary eye, you say, what has he done wrong? But he has not been that exceptional defender that he's been for Man City. There is something wrong with John Stones. I believe either he's not very fit, or the style of play is not comfortable with it, and he's been struggling. John Stones is a player that we know that can carry the ball from the defense, that helps to push attack, that likes to play on the high line. Here he has space as well. So somehow I believe John Stones probably might need to sit out starting the next game. We saw Konsa come in today and did a decent job. Probably he might just pair him with Gehi to bring some aggression in that defense and push the team forward. Today we saw Spain 2 goals, 2-1 up, 3-1 up, and they were still camped in the opponent's half. This is one thing England has refused to do all through this tournament. Once they get a goal or get a lead, they just retract back. So that's John Stones for that. Kieran Trippier, I respect, I like him, I like his quality, but he is not comfortable playing as a left back. He is not. Gary Southgate, you got to do one thing. Either play a left-footed player in that position or play 3 at the back, then use a wing back. The way you did today when push came to show that you needed to go at all costs. You have to go to 3-man defense. This is what you did so many times since you've been the coach of England. Go back to 3-man defense and take out Kieran Trippier to start the game. There is no mobility in the fullbacks for England. There's no mobility, and this has made it cause that England usually don't have numbers in the opponent's half. So I don't think Trippier should start the next game. Then we'll move forward to the midfield. Declan Rice has done exceptionally well. Has been one of the shining stars in that team all through this poor show by England in the tournament. So leave him in that 6. Beside him, last game before this one, Melo was brought in, and I liked what he did. I liked the way he was deployed, the way he carried himself, because he was a little bit more aggressive, more forward, and added numbers in the opponent's box, and that gave England some allowance and some ability to create chances and got the goal that they got. This time around he started and he played a little bit more conservative. He went back to the Gary Southgate mentality, and we saw what the young man was wasting in that midfield. Every now and then, of course, he tried to go forward, but he looked like he was instructed to play more as a next to Declan Rice, and this did not go well with England. So if he's going to play that way, then there's no point playing Meno. Drop him as well, put Declan Rice there, and because you can't do this with Germany. The next game is against Germany, and you have to put them under pressure as well. I don't think Harry Kane should start the next game. Good as he has been, Harry Kane looks unfit to me. He looks uninspired. There is something about him that is not ready for this tournament. We saw Ivan Toney come in today. When he was coming in, I was wondering what his mentality was. 3 minutes, he had 6 minutes stoppage time. 3 minutes had already gone before he was thrown into the mix. And boy, did he come in and make use of those 3 minutes. Made a very huge impact. You could see hunger. You could see what England was lacking in using Harry Kane. Harry Kane has lacked energy throughout this tournament. He has lacked strength. He has lacked bite. He's not pressing in the middle. He's unwilling to run in behind different defenders. Something that he only did a couple of times today. I saw him do 1 or 2 times. I say, yeah, this is what you're supposed to be doing. But I don't think he has that energy and that mentality already to do that. So start Ivan Toney in the middle. If you are not going to play Foden in the middle, in the 10, behind the striker, then don't start him. Foden is costing England a lot playing from the left wing because he keeps drifting in. He's not staying at the wings. He's not providing weight for the team when they attack. So many times balls have been dropped for the second run and nobody is there to tap in or do anything with it. Considering the fact that you also have Kieran Trippier, who is a right-footed player who doesn't also go all the way. So if you're not going to play Foden in the 10, then there's no point starting him. Use Eberechi Eze there or use Gordon. Gordon came in the last game. We saw bits of what he could bring. Start Anthony Gordon. Unleash these young boys who have no fear. Today, I'm going to mention something about Yamal. The Laporte says sometimes it's not about bravery. It's just that these young players have no fear. For me, an attack that has Ivan Toney in front with Kopama, with Bukayo Saka, Anthony Gordon, and could be Meno behind him, I think there's going to be fluidity in that attacking mid, and they will bring results because these boys are fearless. These boys are comfortable on the ball. These boys always look forward. They always look to cause opponents, problems. So I believe Gary Southgate needs to do some reshuffling in that team. Some of these players cannot start the next game if he really wants to win against Germany. And this is my take. People should stop comparing England with Spain. Spanish national team today, we saw, yes, they went 1 goal down, but and this is the difference between them and England. They were camped in the opponent's half, even at 2-3-1 up, at 4-1 up. They were still looking to score more goals. Yamal missed a lot of chances today, but they kept going forward. The substitution, the mentality, the philosophy, the idea was to keep putting pressure on the opponent. This is the difference between Spain and England. And the irony of it all is England has the players to do this. They have the player, they have the quality to do this. They have the mentality from their clubs to do this. Why the Southgate has tried to reverse this and put them in a different mode is something that he needs to explain to English fans. And like I said, against Germany, it's going to be a tough nut to crack. But do they have the quality to go past Germany? Yes, they do. Germany as well, of course, we know they're one of the favorites in this tournament. England, if England is going to go past them, they have to really, really do something different. They have to really do something. They have to put this one out of the bag. Gary Southgate, if you have to take the humble pie this time around and revamp this team, change your philosophy, change your mentality, and allow these players play the way they can play. Palmer today was lively. Yes, he can pick holes in his performance, but you could see that he was looking to go forward all the time. We're looking to make something happen for the team. Like I said, I don't think Harry Kane in this time is in the form to play with these guys. And if you want to play Harry Kane, there's another way to play him. Play him together with Ivan Toney. Toney is a physical striker who engages centre halves, gives them something to worry about, can battle, can defend from front as well. So you can drop him there and maybe drop one of your midfielders. He can also give you a result. So Southgate needs to do something different this time around. I don't know. Let us know what you think in this one. Do you think Southgate, do you agree with me? What are the changes that Southgate needs to do if he wants to come over Germany in the next game? Or should you start the same way he starts and do the changes that he made? Let me know what you think. Don't forget that we said, please check out our new website, transittv.com. The description is going to be in the link is going to be in the description box, in the description below. Try and check it out and let us know, give us feedback, sign up. And they were also asking those who have the hobby of writing, if writing is your hobby and you want to be a contributor to transittv.com, reach out as well and let us know so that we can work something out. So like I said, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you have not done so, and I will see you again. Ciao.